What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Pat Bernard, aka the Gobbler, aka Pat from Ambler. What's going on? What's happening? The Phillies, the Phillies bullpen coming alive. I am shocked to see the Phillies bullpen come alive tonight. Unreal, guys. Unreal. Are you kidding me? Greg Soto with not one but two Ks? The Greg Soto I watched struggle on the hill ever since getting his haircut. Alvarado with the sinker. Come on, guys. I know you're Phillies. Come on. Start to get in motion here. Start to rev up those engines. The player of the game, Bryce Harper. Shocker, right? Bryce. The Bryce is right is back. The Bryce is right. I feel good. And so should you. The Bryce is right is back. In full effect. The Phillies have won 2 or 3 from the Braves. The Phillies have now took so far have had 4 game series, but yet they won 3 straight. They won that series. So guys, come on, I want to hear from you. Where are all the Philly fans at? You should be pumped up from what you saw today. You should be, of course, the Mets get on the scoreboard early. That's fine. It was like a repeat of yesterday. It doesn't matter because Harper goes with a second deck home run. Alec Boehm with a home run. This team is for real. The offense is for real. And when you get serviceable pitching, it all comes together. It all comes together. Look at my man, Luis Ramos. I don't want to pronounce that last name because I'll butcher it. But young Luis, I'm proud of your checking into the program. Daniel, what's going on? How's it going? What's up, my man? Joe checking that show. Great game for the Phillies. Absolutely. This was a huge win. I get it. The Mets have no business playing baseball. But this team already was ruined. I have just took 2 out of 3 from the Marlins heading into South Philly. And this Phillies team, I don't know because the weather's changing. I don't know because today's the first day of fall. I don't know what it is, but they look good. They look good. I want to point somebody out today. Bryce Harper, again, I'm going to give him the nod for being the player of the game. However, somebody, not just for his offensive game, Joe Howell, you read my mind, my man. Johan Rojas was spectacular today. He can extend the play in center field. Just when you think it's going to fall into the gap, my man makes a play. He's got speed. He's got length. He's dangerous. And I'm glad we have him. If he was a little bit more productive on the offense side, he might be a 5-tool player. He might be. Again, he turned, as my man Mark Zumoff would like to say, he turned garbage into gold. He really did. He really turned garbage into gold today. Did you see the play where Trey Turner looked like a routine play to the shortstop where Landork should just threw it to the first baseman and just called it? No, he tries to get out Rojas at home, and Rojas again extending the play, goes for the big dive. With his speed, with his length, with his quickness. I mean, the dude is really, really good, really, really solid. I like what I got out of him. However, like I said, if he had a little bit more of a better offensive game, he might be a 5-tool player. I really like Rojas. And you know what is weird? They looked really, really good without Brandon Marsh. Now, Brandon Marsh has been struggling. Obviously, you saw him 3 Ks yesterday, and he got benched for that. So here goes Dave. What a bad series for Pete Alonso. What is the deal in this series? Wow. Yeah, Dave. The polar bear struggling. And again, as a Phillies fan, again the guy is ranked number 2 in home runs. I was biting my nails. Small ballpark equals a lot of home runs, and no, not an issue. Not an issue for the arms here, apparently. And like I said, if anyone you're going to give credit today, if you're a Mets fan, you have to give credit to Jose Catana, 10 Ks. But he did give up 2 runs. He had over 100 pitches. He really stood in there with the Phils. I gotta give him that credit. But hey, look at Wheeler, right? He had 6 Ks. He only gave up 5 runs. He had a little bit sloppy towards the end, which really turned the game into. It really was again. The Phillies offense had a big giant lead, and then within a blink of an eye, it gets ugly. In comes Soto. I start to worry some more. But no, the offense, again, just Bryce Harper getting his hits, getting his RBIs. Had 3 RBIs today. Again, Bryce Harper and this offense extended. You got to give Alec Bohm. Alec Bohm has had a nice series so far, coming up clutch in big-time moments. Had a home run today. He had that walk-off yesterday. Again, when some guys get cold, other guys get hot. That's just been the ebb and flows of this Philly season. Some other guys might be getting real cold, and other guys getting real hot. So, here goes Joe Hale. JT had a great game. Yeah, he did. Joe. He did. JT had a nice game. That's another one. When he's productive on offense, he's a real big help too. He's got power. He's got power. Another one he can find in the back, find the yard. So he looked really, really good today. So guys, I want to hear from you guys, man. You guys sat there. You guys saw the game today. I want to hear from what you guys have seen. Because I'm looking at this Phillies team that's clicking on all cylinders right now. You're getting Serzel pitching. And when you got that and the offense can do what they've been doing, you're a dangerous team. And you know what? Maybe I was wrong. I look at Mike Laura like this is crazy. This offense does have World Series contender all over it. It's just the pitching. And we all know and the pitching is day by day with this team. It really is. I wish I could look down the yellow brick road and feel comfortable about the pitching, but I'll take it for what it's worth. So, what's up, Mark? Mark from YouTube checking in. What's up, Mark? Hey, Pat, I missed the game, but I tuned in to catch up. They are getting hot at the right time of the year. Oh, I grew up down the road from Ambler, Maple Glen on Welsh Road. Thanks again. Wow. Well, I'm proud, Mark, that you're an Amberlin like myself. I'm glad that you came. So let me get to the quick commercial, and I'll be right with you. Hold on a second. I want to get these commercials. I want to continue talking about this Red Hot Phillies team, guys. So quickly, let me go in this commercial real fast. Guys, share tickets. Check them out.
All right, guys. It's time to talk about Sherry's Tickets. Sherry'sTickets.com is easy to use and has no hidden fees. The price you see is the price you pay. Pay less and play more with Sherry'sTickets.com. Save even more by using the exclusive promo code EOP10. That's EOP10. Do not pay hidden fees and save 10%. Why use any other ticket reseller and get those hard-to-come-by tickets to the big game? If you need a more personal touch, give them a call at 610-494-5050. That's 610-494-5050. Sherry'sTickets.com also has great theater and concert tickets that are hard to get your hands on. Remember, do not overpay and save with the best at Sherry'sTickets.com. Save 10% using the promo code EOP10. That's EOP10. You'll thank us later. Sherry'sTickets.com.
Well, guys, I am back. Thank you, guys, for the voiceover for shared tickets. But, guys, look, again, the Phillies getting red hot with the offense. And, first of all, Mark, thanks for checking in the show once again. My man, Intelligent guy right here. Anybody from Ambler is a good guy. No, I'm kidding. Everyone here checking in, I appreciate. Chris, yes. Chris Rapazzi checking in from the Northeast. He says lucky number two. Lucky number is number two. Yes. So again, this Phillies offense is World Series bound. The only causes me to hit the gas pedal, the brake pedal, is the pitching. Now, granted, like I said, this is the Mets. We gotta get taken consideration. This is a bad baseball team. Stars are playing ugly. However, again, the series before you took 2 out of 3 from the Braves. So maybe we can match up. Maybe playing against these bomb feeder teams again. We got the Mets. We're gonna tomorrow. Maybe we go for the sweep, and it's just thrilling to watch guys starting to click on all cylinders. Again, Brandon Marsh having a real bad series. He had 3 strikeouts yesterday. He gets benched today for Rojas and Armando Sosa, and those guys come up big. Armando Sosa has come up huge. Joe Howell checking in goes, Nick Castellano had a good game. Also, I love how they dropped him in the lineup, and he's coming up big in big times. Yeah, he has. Yes, he's been swinging the bat well. He has, the minute, and that's a good call by you, Joe. The minute they've dropped him into the lineup, he's been swinging the bat like crazy. Chris Pazzi checking in goes, dude, you're not from Ambler. You're from Devereaux. Kid, listen, I know my grounds, but listen, Chris, I love my Northeast. I recognize where I grew up, but I'm always going to be a Northeast Tacony kid. But I came up to Ambler, and that's where I'm currently at. So either way, 2 great cities. I love them. 2 great towns rather. Mets are out. Don't care. They don't care. Yeah, well, listen, Mets don't care. Again, Mets are in rebuild mode. The Mets are in rebuild mode. It is what it is. It's a shame. How do you let guys like Landor and Pete Alonso's career just go by the wayside? I mean, this is a Mets team that was packed in by June. They had a for sale sign in front of their door in June. Like I said, enjoy the wins now, guys, because you're not going to see this in the postseason. You're not going to see the Pirates in the postseason. You're going to get some heavyweights. But hey, look, this kind of stuff helps build momentum. This kind of wins helps you gear up for the Braves. And look, listen, that first go around with the Braves, right? The Phillies didn't look good. But when we played against the Cardinals, Nick Castellanos started to come on big. And then that carried through against the Braves. And now carrying through against, again, Nick Castellanos was a triple tonight. A triple. That helped with the scoreboard. This team's clicking on all cylinders offensively. As much as a hole that the pitching staff has put you in, the offense has bailed you out. And it's got to be, listen, we could be like a few cities around here, right, guys? Again, Mets, Exhibit A. Their pitching staff, you know what I mean? Their pitching staff, the whole team has packed it in June. Then your summer sucks. You have nothing to talk about. Nothing. Unless you're a complete geek like myself and wants to talk everything sports. And yes, I am an MLS, and there's nothing wrong with MLS soccer. I love my Philadelphia Union. So I do have something to fall back on. But anyway, for those guys who are strictly 4 for 4, if you just, without a good baseball team, your summer stinks. It stinks. You start looking, investing in TV shows, right? Watching, binging, and rewatching stuff you've seen 3,000 times. But with Phillies baseball, you don't have that. You have Dave Dombrowski has stacked up an offensive juggernaut team. And it's must watch. It's must watch. Even for the casual Philly fans. They are plugged into this team. It's that time of year. Summer is over. The weather is changing, and the offense is getting hot at the right time, like they did last year. So again, who are we going to face coming out? Are we going to? I think round one, it's looking shaping up to be the Arizona Diamondbacks, which the Phillies did have success this year against. Again, they went into the desert, and usually when they go into the desert, they find quicksand and they go below. And that wasn't the case at all. The Phillies have find redemption out in the desert, and they pounded on the Diamondbacks. So I'm not feeling bad at all. So, guys, I want to quickly get in some great sponsors here on the Edge of Philly Sports, guys. And thank you for checking into the show, guys. I want you to guys keep on chiming in, man. Again, the Phillies win 7-5 over the New York Mets. I'm sorry, I get them confused. New York Mets. Phillies have won 3 straight against Mets. They've already won the series. Can they go for the sweep tomorrow? We're going to find that out. And it feels good as a Phillies fan. I'm sorry. Anytime you get to do this to one of your rivals, and I know it's driving Mets fans crazy right now, that to see the Phillies pummel on them, it feels good. It feels good. What was it, last year or the year before? Yeah, it was last year. We couldn't get a win against the Mets. The Mets beat us in every series. Not this year. This is your typical Mets season. By June, they call quits. They don't want nothing to play for. Their front office has no direction. And I'm loving it. I'm cracking up. I'm having my popcorn. I got my feet up in the air, and I'm enjoying the Phillies beat the snot out of the Mets. I enjoy this. Here goes my man Dave checking in. What's up, Dave? Dave says the Fish just beat up on the Brew Crew. Don't count the Marlins out. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Dave, that could be an issue. If they somehow, some way, look, they're only a game out. So, and you just said they beat up on the Brew Crew. Again, if they find their way into that back door and sneak into the postseason, again, guys, we all know the Fish give us our fits. That could cause gray hairs. I think the Phillies have gotten the best of the Marlins this year. But like I said, come the Fish in the Phillies, it usually is it equals to disaster. So my man Joe House says, who pitches tomorrow for the Phightins? Well, if you had Wheeler today, I'm going to imagine it's probably going to be Ranger. I'm going to say Ranger is on the hill. That's usually how the rotation works. You usually get Rangers pretty much right after that. So, but like I said, I'm very excited for what I saw. You guys should be as well. I want you guys to tune in with me. I want you guys to tell me what you guys saw of this Phillies game. I'm very excited. So, before I get into any more Phillies talk, though, I do want to run through another sponsor here on the Edge of Philly Sports Network. So let me give one more quick shout out to these beautiful sponsors.
All right, guys, if you're a Philly sports fan and you want to travel with your favorite team, then travel with the best. Go to phillysportstrips.com. They have self-travel packages and full travel packages available with round-trip flights from the Philadelphia airport. Packages include direct flights, 4-night stays, all-inclusive tailgate parties, lower-level group tickets. Whatever you want, you got it with phillysportstrips.com. If you want to travel to an upcoming Phillies game, make sure you check out Philly Sports Trips. And do not forget, Philly Sports Trips has all the away trips for the Eagles' upcoming 2023 season. Jump on it now, because you do not want to lose out on all these great opportunities. Go to phillysportstrips.com.
All right, guys, we are back. Yes, to answer your question there, Joe, yes, it will be Christopher Sanchez on the hill tomorrow. We'll see what he's got again. So that's going to tell me it's kind of going to be like a bullpen game. You're going to get the dose of him and Mike Lorenzen, that duo, and they're going to split in the loads, I would imagine. So the only thing I don't like about, like I said, I know I repeat it, but if you watch his game, watch Christopher Sanchez's game, he doesn't have a fastball at all. He's got that low and away sinker and curveball. And again, eh, but we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I'm just not a fan of the guy's work. I mean, granted, I mean, he'll hang in there for 8 innings, but it's usually because he's getting help from the defense that kind of carries it through. So my man Steve, what's up, Stevie? He goes, for anyone with Servano Gonzalez in the back of their heads, get out of your head right away. This guy is a lot different. Yeah, I appreciate that. So Mr. Gonzalez, yeah, and we'll see about Mr. Gonzalez. You know what I mean? We'll see what he's capable of. Like I said though, Steve, I want to ask you, um, if you feel like the Marlins could sneak into that back door, does that scare you more than the Diamondbacks? Does it? I'm curious to know. Yes, Dave. Sanchez on the mound tomorrow. Joe House says, "I want to see the new guy pitch." I know you're answering there, Joe, to see the new guy pitch. Here goes Steve. He goes, "I think the eighth inning was more about getting Soto right than putting in the right pitcher." Yeah, and you know what, Steve? That's a good point by you because again, I was shocked to see 2 Ks coming out of Soto, and that's all I need him to do. Give me 1 inning of excellence. If he becomes serviceable and he becomes hot, that's all I need. That's all I need out of the bullpen, just to be serviceable. No more of this cookies down the middle where, again, you saw tonight, and that was on Wheeler. Wheeler, I know, was losing steam, but just like that, I mean, we're out 6-2, turn it to be 6-5 in blink of an eye. Yeah, it got sloppy real fast, guys. So again, we're going to see what happens here. We are going to see what happens tomorrow. Christopher Sanchez on the hill. Like I said, I imagine they're going to split loads between him and Michael Lorenzen. I'm not a fan of Michael Lorenzen. He turned out to be a one-hit wonder for me. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Guys, I kind of want to go over the scoreboard with you guys to keep you guys, posted what's going wrong, what's going around the MLB. My man Steve checking in is the Soda experience is 4 pitch walks and 3 pitch Ks. Yeah, yeah, he does walk a while, dude. Steve, I'm worried about this guy giving out cookies over the middle. This, you know what I mean? I've seen better pitching from rookie of the year. Okay, this guy takes a hill, I start biting my arm. Okay, you remember the Rocket from rookie of the year? My man was getting ready. They pretty much saw that he was at the tail end of his career. He got replaced by a 12-year-old. Yeah, that's how I feel about Craig Soto right now. You know what I'm saying? By Henry Rosengarner. So, but anyway, let's go around the MLB, guys. Let's go tell you, what's keeping your eye again. Dave already told us. My man Dave Arnold already checked in. He said the Brew Crew lost to the Marlins, which is eye popping. Again, because again, I feel like this team, if they can sneak into that back door, if any team that knows the Phils, it's the Fish, and they always give the Phillies the fits, if that made any sense. So, but yeah, let's get into this, guys. Let's get right into it. Again, but if all turns out well, like I said, I want the best opponent out there for the Phils. This way, there's no excuses. So whoever's there, whether it be the Fish, whether it be the Diamondbacks, I want to take on. I want to take them all on. I'm ready for postseason baseball right now. Just give me the October. Just give me October. I'm so thrilled. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go because we only have 2 more games to go to get this wild card spot locked down. Yeah, Dave. Could the Mets help out Soto anymore today? Wow. Hey, Dave. Listen, if this is what, again, like Steve said, if this kind of builds the confidence for Gregory Soto, then so be it. I'll take it. I'll take it for that stiff. So, guys, I got 2 more ads, so let me quickly get through them. Like I said, I'm enjoying this conversation, talking to you guys late night on Saturday, talking baseball. What better?
All right, guys, let's talk about Cherry Law Firm. If you get hurt at work in a motor vehicle accident, personal injury, or affected by criminal law, you got to call David R. Cherry of the Cherry Firm. Call 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Let David R. Cherry fight for your rights. Again, that number is 610-565-0300. That's 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Let David R. Cherry fight for your right.
Yes, let David R. Cherry fight for your right. He might have to fight for the Mets tomorrow because they're catching it beaten down in Simpson Bank Park. Here we go with my man Steve. What's up, Stevie? He goes Sanchez, Hoffman. He's talking about the new pitcher, Kurgan. Would be what I like to see tomorrow. Let Lorenzen get a low pressure start after the clinch. That's not a bad move, Steve. I could go with that, Steve. It wouldn't be bad. I would like, I mean, I don't know. Then again, I feel like Lorenzen needs time. I just feel like I can't afford to take I get what you're saying, like with no pressure, right? Where he's not pitching as much. That's all fine. Like I said, I like to see him. But he needs to get some Ks under his belt. He has yet, like I said, very sloppy on the mound, and like Dave said, maybe build confidence playing with a team like this. Let him play against the Pirates. Maybe you're right. Maybe let him start against the Pirates. Get him some momentum underneath his feet. You know what I mean? He needs it. He hasn't looked good since the day they just that perfect game. It's kind of been MIA since then. All right, guys. Like I said before, I went over some of the ads here. Let's get into some of the stats. And here we go. Right now, 6-6, bottom of the ninth. Tampa Bay and the Blue Jays going toe to toe right there in Tampa Bay. You have the Guardians losing right now to the Orioles 1-0, going down to the bottom of the fourth. You have the Reds winning 4-0 over the Pirates, bottom of the second. Already they are unleashing hell. Top of the first, Mariners and 0-0. Also, their game just getting started. Just getting started as well. The Royals and Astros. 8 o'clock game tonight. 8:40 game rather. Padres and Cardinals. 9 o'clock game tonight. Giants and Dodgers. Here goes come of the finals. Angels over the Twins. 1-0. The Cubbies winning 6-3 over the Rockets. The Rockies. 4-1 Athletics over the Tigers. You have the White Sox over the Red Sox, 1-0. The Marlins win by a run over the Brewers, 5-4. Postponed game in DC. They're gonna have to make up another game because they have, again. If you guys are checking in from somewhere outside of Philly, here in that northeast area, it's been raining like crazy out here. It's been terrible, thunderstorms, you name it. So tomorrow. I believe there's going to be some more rain. I believe actually tomorrow's going to be heavier. So I'm curious to know if the Phillies will get a game over. Maybe they just wait it out because they're not going to see the Mets no more. No, I'm sorry. They will see the Mets. They're going to see the Mets up in New York next weekend. So, again, Nationals and Braves game got postponed. And again, same thing with the Yankees and Diamondbacks. So that game got postponed. And just like my man Steve just checked in. He goes, prayers that trade doesn't board long term. Oh, right. Prayer doesn't trade turn and get bored long term. Struggle boss. Yeah, he looked lost today. Hopefully it's just the weather. Yeah, I want to get into that too, Steve. Trey Turner has been struggling bad. It's bad. It's not really no one's catching it because he's been swinging out some bad stuff. Again, he's getting a little bit cold. Hopefully, and I think he'll bounce back at some point. Hopefully, it's sooner rather than later, like you just said. But we'll see. He had a horrible hack today. I mean, I want to say that was what, bottom of the sixth, and he got thumped today on the hill, and you can see when he. That's what I like about Turner. Is when he gets frustrated, he'll let his motions out, and that's fine. I like it. Finally, here goes Steve. Finally, Wheeler on 95 today. Prayers it was just the weather, or did he dial back? I think he dialed back again. Again, it's been the whole pitching, Steve. All these arms have been really inconsistent. Have really been inconsistent. Didn't touch 96 until 7th and 8th. Wow. Again, it's hot to be on that radar, but again, something's off with this pitching staff. And I can't keep on going to the back down in the routine. It's the pitch clock, but maybe it is. I don't know. I understand that baseball is a mindset game, but it seems like every other pitcher adapt to it. And I'm pretty sure that just because we cover Phillies so much, we live out here. But I'm pretty sure you look in other areas. If you look at it hindsight over a microscope, I'm pretty sure there's other pitchers out there that do struggle because of the whole pitch clock situation. And it's some pitchers can't adapt to it. Some guys have, and some guys haven't. And and I'm going to say Aaron Nola is that guy who he's a prime example. And again, every time I watch him on the hill, he quickly takes a look what JT Realmuto is giving this signal for, and then he quickly looks back at the time clock. So again, and then like on top of that, you got to look at your base runners. I mean, it's you're throwing a whole lot. I get it. You're trying to speed up the game, but baseball has always been a mindset game, and I love it. I love baseball just for that reason. You got hockey, football, and basketball. They're more your up tempo kind of games, but baseball's always been a mindset game. Mindset. Here goes Dave Yarn checking in. Congrats to the Minnesota Twins for winning the American League Central. Yeah, Dave. I don't know exactly that has to do with the Phils, but again, yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't know where to go with that one, Dave. Because it doesn't really affect the Phillies either way. I mean, maybe because you like the underdog, Dave. That's what I'm going to assume. You like the underdog teams. And maybe you like to see teams that are not always in it, that has a chance to win it, to get in it. So I hear you, Dave. Joe Hill says, if the Phillies do play tomorrow, do you give Turner a day off and play Sosa tomorrow? No. I need Trey Turner in my lineup every day. I need Trey Turner. I get it. He's been cold, really cold, Joe, but he needs to be playing every day. Because again, if it takes the fans to get behind him once again, then so be it. And look, right, he didn't have a great defensive game to kick open this game, right? That's what led to the Mets. Him and Kyle Schwarber just were lazy. This point blank. I mean, he tries to go for that back pickup right at shortstop, and the ball goes right by him. And then they just got wound up getting lazy out there. Mets took full advantage of it. That was, hey, Phillies, wake up and smell the coffee kind of. And Ruben Amaro called that out right on the broadcasting. That was embarrassing. So, yeah, Trey Turner's going through a little bit of a hiccup right now. We got to see how he recovers from this. He needs to wake up. He needs to find a swing. He needs to find a swing. And not just him. So, I mean, I can't just pinpoint Trey Turner because Brandon Marsh actually got benched today. And I get it. He's not as much as an important part as Trey Turner is to this team. But still, 3 Ks yesterday, and then you get benched today. And they kind of look better without him. Sorry. I know everyone loves, again, because Brandon Marsh looks like a character from Duck Dynasty. Everyone loves the long beard and the do-rag. People love that guy because he looks like a freak. No, I'm kidding. He's just got a unique look to him, and he loves Philly. I get all that. But come on. I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, he hasn't been playing hot. And Rojas looks great. And Rojas only had 1 hit today. But, he can extend plays in center field. He's got speed. You're going to need all that. You're going to need all that if you want to win the big game. We may be the worst at third base sacrifice this year. Yeah. Yeah, Steve. Yeah. I don't get it. You saw that play, right, with Kyle Schwarber? He made a beeline to third base, and we couldn't capitalize. Again, the arms can be frustrating at times. The arms can be really frustrating. But listen, they scored with a lot of guys in scoring position. I'm really happy to see that. My man Dave, he goes, just being a baseball fan. Sorry, I know this is a Phillies post game. No, Dave, listen. I look. You know me. You and I could talk baseball all day. You and I could talk baseball for 2 hours, more than so. So, listen, I get it. You're happy for the underdog. I get it. Twins, like I said, are not usually there. I get you, Dave. You're excited for them. I know what we are talking. This is, like you said, this is the Phillies post game show. The Phillies take you through peaks and valleys, take you through emotional up and down roller coasters, and we got to figure out as Phillies fans how can they get to where they were last year. Are they going to go on some magical run that run they went on last year? Because, like I said, their offense to me says World Series, but the pitching says mediocre, and it's mushed up together right now. Mushed up together. Mushed up together, guys. Let me get through this quick ad, and we're gonna round out this conversation. But guys, I appreciate everyone checking in. My man Dave Yarnold, my man Steve, Joe Howe. Guys, keep on bringing the fire. I appreciate it, man.
All right, guys. All right, guys, when you're staying local and you want to watch a great game or just hang out with some great people, make sure to go to Dolan's Bar at 24 East Sellers Avenue at Ridley Park. Right off of I-95, south of Philadelphia Airport, Dolan's Bar is the place to be. Great music, great times, memorabilia giveaways, great drinks, and even better food. You never know when a former Philly sports icon walks through the door. You got to go to Dolan's, 24 East Sellers Ave at Ridley Park. Tell PJ that EOP sent you. Go to dolansbar.com or follow them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or even TikTok. We'll see you there for the game.
All right, guys, I am back. I am back in a big way. So my man Steve checking in. He goes, Marshall was in the zone for a long time this year, but very recently his swing selection has been poor and borderline disturbing. I get the benching. It was dislike of him this year. Yeah, we need much length as possible in that lineup. Yeah, and listen, I'll give credit. Again, when we have a hot Marsh, we have a very good hot Marsh. But yeah, again, if we want to talk about people getting cold other than Trey Turner, you got to point out Brendan Marsh. And again, 3 Ks in the game yesterday, and Topper's not playing around. That might have been like one of the first major moves I've seen Topper do is bench him, give him the day off, and maybe you guys are right. Maybe Trey Turner should get a day off. I'm just saying I think I need him in my lineup every day. But maybe he needs a day off to kind of get his head clear a little bit. But who do you replace him with? That's the hard one. Do you bring back Brandon Martin? I mean, who do you replace him with? That's going to be the hard question. I don't know. That's a tall order. Do you maybe you switch up some guys? Maybe you move Bryson Stott over to the shortstop, and I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question because I need my whole offense being clicking on all cylinders come postseason time. And I get it. Like this team usually like rotates on who gets hot and who doesn't. It's been that the Phillies are all season. JT Remuto had a nice 2 hits today, right? Bryce Harper again. This is what separates good players from elite players. Bryce Harper is elite. Bryce Harper is an elite player. Again, a second deck home run. Second deck. You're getting somebody in a nosebleed a souvenir. They usually don't get those. And you're making some kid up there happy. Again, if you guys saw yesterday's game, right? You're seeing all the passion and love. They talked about Philly sports radio more than any other game I saw. Again, this is a sports driven town. And like I said, everyone's coming in from their summers. No more pools, no more beaches. This is where Philly sports it gets hotter than ever. It's getting this in October. So, but anyway, guys, listen. I want to let you guys go. We do have the Philadelphia Union coming up at 7:30. Again, another tall order for them as they battle LAFC, a rival of theirs. And tomorrow morning, you catch me on PM in the AM show. And then Sunday night at 9 p.m., you catch all lacrosse all the time. Um, those guys, man, if you can never got into the lacrosse conversations and never watch a Philadelphia Wings game, go do it, man. It's been tons of fun. I remember my first trip to the Wells Fargo to watch the Philadelphia Wings game. I got locked in. I got so locked in, I wound up becoming a beat reporter for them. I did. I really did. I really enjoy the product. I really enjoy what those guys bring. So, guys, but if you know somebody who is a lacrosse head and wants to talk lacrosse, go check out Old Lacrosse all the time. Those guys are great. Real fast, let me get in this couple of these comments right here. Do you play Turner at DH and let Sosa play the field? No. And the only reason why, you know what? I don't know. I like Sosa at third. Um, you might have to do that. You might have to put Harper at first. Yeah, keep Harper at first. That's pretty good, Joe. Keep Harper first. Baum at third. Let Sosa play short. That's fine. I could roll with that. Sosa's got great infield defense. I love his game. Here you go, Steve. Castro needs to be swapped out with Derek Hall, who hit 14 home runs in 28 games. AAA, he's hot. Ah, or Wilson. That's a good call. Castro needs to be. Yeah. And listen, Steve. Castro. That's a. Listen. Bring one of those guys up now. Bring them up now. You gotta bring what's hot and bring it to your doorstep. And I'm pretty sure the Phillies front office probably thought about something like that. Davion says Nicky C is hitting the ball as of lately. Yeah, he's been getting hot. Again, he had 2 home runs, or no, he had 4 home runs in both series. So again, Nicky's been lights out. Nicky looks like he's playing Nicky Castellanos baseball prior to the All-Star game. Yeah, Nick Castellanos looks good, guys. But listen, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on board with me, hopping on, talking with me. I usually keep this like a half-hour show, but with you guys and you guys with all your chatter, I don't mind it. I love chatting out with you guys. So, guys, thank you so much. Your Fighting Phils. Can they get the sweep tomorrow? We'll find out. So, again, tomorrow morning, join me, Michael Arrow. Again, we'll probably fight over something. So, shocker. So, again, check us out tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. All right, guys, have a great, great night. Go Phils, go Union. And I'm out of here once I find my cue.